All right, everyone. I'm just gonna do I'm gonna try to do this quickly. T4E rubber rounds, normal CO2 in here. I'm gonna do probably 10 rounds, maybe 15. I'll just use one whole 12-gram cartridge till I run out. I'm gonna shoot this target, same amount of distance, so that the 7-foot steps. So from there to there, where that shovel is on the ground. And I want to see if there's any difference in accuracy when I use the T4E rubber rounds, which are not a good bore match for this, versus using like the Salt Kinetic rounds. They have a larger bore than the like the bore size is a lot. It's 687 on the Salt Supply Kinetic rounds, and these rubber rounds, they kind of vary. Like I've been testing them, and they'll do 682 and 684 and 685, and sometimes they do 687, so they're kind of inconsistent. I just want to see if there's any variance in the accuracy, because I've been using this a lot, and every time I use the rubber rounds, maybe after like I don't know, it seems like 10% of my shots, one of them will be off pretty significant. Like I'll hit the top corner of that paper over there. So I just want to see if there's any sort of if the kinetic rounds from Salt Supply versus the T4E rubber rounds, if there's any sort of performance difference in them as far as accuracy. I'm gonna charge up the weapon. I have one magazine loaded up in here with the T4E rounds, and then I'll shoot this thing 10 times, switch out the target, hit it another 5, or just keep firing at it. Maybe I'll just do all 15 rounds. So this thing, I'm gonna charge it. It's charged. I'm gonna hit that target. I'll probably just use I'll keep using the CO2 in that target until it runs out with the rubber rounds, and then I'll switch out to the Salt Supply rounds. So the salt is on safe. I shot 5 rounds. I'm kind of like controlling my pacing and everything. So I did get one random one up here. That was the last shot, but I'm aiming for his teeth. So I hit right here and I hit right here, and I don't know if I missed or but yeah, I only have 2 holes in here, unless I was hitting the same exact spot, which is not likely. And then I got this random one, so I'll try again. And after this, I'm gonna pause the video. Well, I'll show you the grouping, then I'll pause the video, reload my magazines, and then start shooting again. So here's the shot 6 through 10 with the T4E rubber rounds. I can hear the CO2 kind of slowing down. That's on safe. So I did get one way over here. I'm destroying his middle of his face. This is all tore up. I'm pretty sure I got his eye shot, and I hit him right in the head up here. Or actually, I think that was from the first time. But I felt like one went up here and went in the box, so it's not indicated on the paper because I missed, but I definitely hit here. So there's another one that's kind of random, like off, and I'm, like I said, I'm firing slower, and I'm aiming here the whole time, and I'm trying not to move my hands or like have any sort of like hand up and down hand movement or anything when I'm firing. So I'm controlling my arms a lot better and my hand a lot better. I'm gonna pause the video, reload my magazines, and then I'll tell you what's going on in the next or once I start up again. All right, you guys, I got the magazine loaded. It has the T4E rubber rounds. I don't know if I'm gonna get all 5 shots, but I'll try. And yeah, I'll be back there shooting shortly. Alright, that's out of gas. The 4th and 5th shot on that 3rd magazine was pretty weak, but I saw the 4th shot hit him in the head right here, right in his eye. And I think the last shot, I think it went low and it probably hit this. But I didn't have any more random ones. That 3rd magazine, everything was hitting his face. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the Salt Supply S2 rounds, put in a new cartridge, and then fire again. I'll use probably a different zombie target. I'm gonna pause the video. All right, this is the T4E rubber round target. I kind of folded the paper back a little bit so you could see it better with this green background. I got my 2 magazines with the salt rounds in them. I have a new CO2 cartridge in here, and I changed my target so it's a different zombie, so I don't get confused because I don't have my marker out here with me, like my permanent marker. So this is the new target, clean, nothing punctured on him yet. And I'm gonna do the same thing, stand back there by the shovel, use the salt rounds, and I'll puncture the CO2 and all this good stuff. So salt rounds are in the gun. The other magazine's right here. I'm gonna puncture this thing. It's charged. I'm gonna go fire back there. Salt gun's on safe. It seemed to be a little bit more controlled. Like the grouping isn't as bad as the rubber rounds. So I hit him here. I hit him 2 here, 1 right here, and I think the 3rd one or 5th one right here. So I didn't get any misses. I didn't see any travel over here, and I'm kind of shooting the same way as I did with the T4E rubber rounds, like waiting about 3 to 4 seconds between each shot, and like recentering my grip and, you know, looking down the sights better, and, you know, just more controlled. So I'm gonna do my 2nd magazine and then do the 3rd magazine, same target. I'm not gonna change out the target. So I'm just gonna put this down, load up my salt mag with the salt projectiles, and I'm going to stand back there and start firing. So salt's on safe. I'm pretty sure I'll only get like 2 more good shots out of it, and then the rest are gonna, it's not gonna have any gas. So far it seems like it's staying a lot truer on the accuracy versus using the T4E rubber rounds. Like I don't have any random outliers, and if you guys have seen on any of my previous videos, basically every other video I've shot with the Salt S2, I've been using the T4E rubber rounds, and because they're not bore matched, I didn't know that it would have this much of a performance difference. But I'm gonna keep, like, I'm not satisfied with just one video. I'm going to keep doing this over and over. So if I keep getting repeat performance results where like the T4E just aren't staying true to the mark, it could just be the T4E rubber rounds, because I primarily just use those because I have so many of them and I don't have that many Salt projectiles. I'm going to load up these next magazines, and then I'm going to pause it right now so I don't keep like this video kind of shorter than the other ones. All right, I got the Salt rounds in here. This is the same CO2 cartridge. So this is shot number 11 through 15. I think I'll probably only get like 2 or 3, and then it's gonna run out of air. So I'm gonna go shoot back there. So it's out of gas. I did get a 14th and 15th shot, but they were pretty weak. Like the last shot, the 15th shot, I could see it traveling down. But yeah, they're staying. I'm aiming for middle of his mouth right here, maybe like his bottom lip, bottom teeth, and they're all staying right here with the Salt rounds. So maybe it is just a bore match. The bore match with the Salt rounds is a lot better than the sort of like inconsistencies with the T4E rubber rounds. Yeah, I get like I said, I'm gonna keep making just target shooting videos, and I'll practice using different rounds to see if there's a performance difference, but not just with the Salt gun, but with the Byrna and the TCR and everything, and the HDB and the big boy HDR 68 or TR 68, whatever you want to call it. It's interesting to see the difference. And yeah, like if anything, I'll probably just make a second video just to kind of verify this, or use my remote line or something. Remote line with the Salt S2 and the rubber rounds and the Salt Supply rounds. Or I'll try the 3.6 gram jawbreaker riot balls. But those are also kind of a small bore. Like I think when I put on my little paintball checker, they're 682. Most of them, the black 3.6 gram jawbreaker riot balls. But anyways, guys, I'll probably cut this one and make a second video